On the floor for Dallas. At power forward, Rui Hachimura. At shooting guard, R.J. Barrett. At center, Derek Lively. At the other guard position, Jalen Brunson. At the other forward position, King James. The head coach of the visiting team is Jason Kidd. And now, the starting lineup for Washington. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 22. Number 22. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 17. Uncle, number 17. At the other forward position, at 7'0", number 20, Alexander Sarr. The big man, 7 feet 1 inch, number 23, Matt, number 23. The other guard, at 6'6", number 1, Warren Nickeil.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
And with where Washington is, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
So with Birch sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Jalen Brunson out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Derek Lively. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's James in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, this season's still very new. A lot of excitement, Brent, in the air.
Yeah, Kev, the bus is not worn off yet. We still have a few games before everyone gets settled down. We always talk about that 25-game mark, but man, fans, players, it's exciting. Somebody's going to make a statement here early.
Michael, he's covered by Hachimura. Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Now, one of the keys to Barrett's game is he's got to play tough.
Michael, Brunson covering. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Sarr. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. As touched by Lively. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. 2 points. That one goes. And so here is Dallas. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson, going from role player now to all-star, what a ride. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner.
To the wing right side. Five to shoot. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound from downtown. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Barrett, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Making substitutions here. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Mavericks fourth.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
.144 left here in the first quarter. Goes up from the top of the key. And that one's good. Brunson's got his second bucket.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
Michael, Brunson covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Brunson the pass to Lively. Here's Bird. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
And the first one drops. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Barrett comes in for James. Bird hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
This one for 3. Sinks the triple. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here is Bird. Last game out, he had 14. On deep, Brunson, score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
3 points.
How about the response from Brunson, nailing 3 of his own?
Inside, stolen by Quickly. Here's Bird. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge, and that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Can they get it? Up and in on the way.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
From the wing. That shot misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. It's clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Mavericks leading by 3. So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. You've got Emmanuel Quickly. Daniel Gafford is out there with Bird. Then it's Barrett, and it's James in at the shooting guard. So it's Washington now, following the miss by Larry Bird from deep. Here's Sarr. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid straight up and in.
And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctor.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Dallas making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Free throw drops for James. Washington trails by 6. Down low. Sarr gets the bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now, here's Quickly. He's guarded closely. Here's James. Takes a three. And Emmanuel Quickly gets the three. Quickly's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Hachimura, the pass to Quickly. Washington with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Come on, let's see those dance moves. Yeah, keep it going. It's all good.
Some changes. Bird, he's checked in for James. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Quickly. Bird finds Gafford. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Brunson. Brunson just determined to get his shot.
You try to stay as much as you can connected with Brunson, but just knows how much space he needs to squeeze one off.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Clock at 6. Pass to Song. And again, Washington with the triple.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And here's Bird. Hachimura with it. Back to Bird. The 19-foot shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Washington trails by 3. Song, the pass to Mike.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the second quarter. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Onside, Barrett. It's tipped. Michael, Brunson covering. Oh!
Yeah. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. Gafford kicks to Barrett. Great touch on the 16-footer. Barrett's got 6 points.
Barrett does a good job there just creating the shot for himself. He is a scorer.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Okay, fans, get on up for your Washington answers.
James check in for R.J. Barrett. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Michael Brunson covering. And he drives in. It's good. He's got 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Michael, and Washington again with the bucket. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
Now, as much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translating.
Shoots. Here's Michael. A three-pointer off the mark. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks ahead, leading by just one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. The one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and getting the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey, folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. For the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another big-time talent hailing from Canada. His great length for his position creates matchup nightmares the way I did, the way Kitty sometimes did. Not really, I just said that to make him look good.
Let's move on, shall we, to that first half we just watched. Guys, a tremendous start for Jalen Brunson.
His selections is touch phenomenal. It's the kind of shooting night some people dream about, except for me. He's doing it in real life.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
We'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease.
I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a one-point game. James, the pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
So with Bird sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got R.J. Barrett. James is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Lively in at the center. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Mavericks leading. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. The Mavericks shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. He doesn't hit that one. Washington's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. To the middle. Barrett brings the double team. Shoots it. And Lively pulls it down.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
On the court, your spot. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
for James. Coming off a terrific season and a terrific year for him in terms of scoring. How about third in the NBA?
And looking back at his #2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Picked off in midair. The finish and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Lively, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Lively's got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Michael. Knocks down the 3-ball. And Washington leads by 1. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to James. Dallas moving it around. And finished off by Lively.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Inside, stolen by Lively. Here's James. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Michael.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And a big-time jam right there. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Onside, Barrett. Back to Brunson. James outside. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Out left to the wing. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
For Washington, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Bird comes in for Hachimura. And quickly in for Jalen Brunson. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And here is Quickly. Pass to James. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Number 4.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Washington.
What's up?
And that one misses. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve. But it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. James looking around. Fades. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
with 1 on the clock. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Washington leads by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You know, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks trailing. So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Bird. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Hachimura in at the power forward position. Washington with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. They get it back. And he jams it with authority. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Brunson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now being assertive.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. They set the pick. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Gafford. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Faster quickly. And here is Gafford. Here's Hachimura. It's good from long range.
Yeah, this is a tough one to figure out because Rui hitting the 3, that makes him really difficult to check.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot from 12. And he gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Houston squad.
Some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. James comes in for Bird. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Quickly. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Lively. Trying his luck from deep. Washington with the rebound. To the paint. Stolen by Brunson. In the corner, Barrett with it. Now here is Hachimura. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Oh, man, putting points on the board. The defense being tough on Hachimura.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
And the first one at the line is good. Hachimura hits them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Michael, Brunson covering. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Now here's Brunson. Dallas again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The three. Offensive rebound.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Outside, James. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Washington's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. So they take the lead. Now it's a 3-point Washington lead.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
To stop the run. Rebound, Washington. Goes up on the high post. It counts.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lively with the screen. It's up a 3. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Going inside. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Alex Song.
How about Allen putting the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And stolen by James. And stolen by Soft. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the shot clock. With the shot. No good there off the double clutch. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
From deep, Brunson. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there's